Hey there everyone, Soul Tigress here with another lottery system to figure out which side needs to go when for this set of stories to come about. Now there's a lot going on, and before we begin anything, I want to ask that we take a moment in silence. We have a veil being pulled back for so many people that it's literally demolishing out any foundations that they've had, whether it was sturdy foundations, faulty foundations. There's a lot of disasters that are going on, political, natural, in the entertainment business, and probably some stuff that's not being seen, and the home. So what I talked about with the new moon, full moon, and second moon interpretation is you literally have divine here grabbing this veil and pulling it back. And we're being forced to look at everything that we thought was happening, but we were like, no, it's not happening. And we're being forced to have this rebirth. But a rebirth always comes at a cost. And sometimes it's a full demolition of what we've known. Now this goes in a lot of different ways. I mean, if you want to go to a victim's point of view and what's happening in the media, it's very hard for a victim, especially when they've been held back emotionally, mentally, and physically for so long. And that physically could be with the coping mechanisms to try and escape what's happened. So whether it's a victim coming forward, another person who's facing their whole world being wrecked by a natural disaster, or another person who's completely innocent, and we just have these political disasters that are happening that are causing things outside of a person's control to happen in their environment and around them. What I would like to do is to take a moment of silence for these people, and for us to each say an individual prayer for them, and to wish them strength, resilience, endurance, and peace in their time of need. So I ask everybody to join me in this moment of silence. Thank you all so much for this moment of silence for everyone. Also, more than welcome. Hit up some other channels. There's a lot of individual in those areas that are posting stuff that need some kind of funding, may need food, may need water and stuff. And get out there, reach out to the churches around the areas, local resources as well, to see if there is more that you can do to help, whether it's donating, sending things, or simply by sending your prayers for them. Prayer is very, very powerful. We actually pray when we manifest things. We don't know it, but we do. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Reason why I did that is, as a collective, I would like to throw more positive energy out there. You know, a lot of times when we're stuck in positions when we don't have control or choices over what's happening. We can feel the most helpless. And it's in those times that we wish that there was something there, someone there, you know, giving a light, some love, some compassion. And we can all send that just by simply setting out this into the frequency, because we are a collective conscious. All right, remember, this is all for entertainment purposes, so let's have some fun and see who wants to be the first one up. I am curious. All right. So I have the first one up is the Empress. And the Empress is Taurus energy, Venus. After the Empress, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Woo. So Wheel of Fortune, we're going to go ahead and go with the Jupiter energy behind that. So we'll take it to Sagittarius. So Taurus first, Sagittarius second. Let's see who's third. Ooh, Judgment. Whoa, but Judgment falls onto 3 different ones. Sagittarius, Libra, Leo, 4, Aries. So we're going to have to say not with that one. Let's see what the next one is after that. The 3 of Presents, that's some cardinal Earth sign. Who's our cardinal Earth sign? What? Capricorn. In the first 3, Capricorn, y'all deserve it. Y'all deserve to be up in the top 3. Let me tell you what. Y'all seem to always end up last. And I don't appreciate that as much. I'd like to see you guys up more. Alright, so I have a 10 of Potions. Talking about a mutable energy. Potions, Cups. That's going to be Pisces. Coming in as number 4. Alright, so let's see. Who's going to be in our 5th spot? Who's going to be in the 5th? Page of Potions. That's between Scorpio and Cancerian, because we already got Pisces out. So we're going to actually make them work for it. Alright, so we have a Knight of Potions again. Holy moly. So we have the Page of Potions, Knight of Potions. Alright, they're being very insistent. So who goes first though? Is it Cancerian, then Scorpio? I'm hearing that's okay. Alright, so Cancerian 5, Scorpio 6. Let's see who's lucky number 7. I have the 9 of Presents. Again, that mutable Earth sign type of energy is gonna be Virgo. Gonna be that lucky number 7. Alright. Potions again. Water signs. We see ya. I hear ya. I even feel ya. You're out. You're out. Let's remind everybody. Pisces is 4. Cancer is 5. Scorpio is 6. For the earth signs, Taurus is 1. Virgo is 7. Capricorn is 3. And for number 8, we have the Knight of Candles. All right, well, let's get a more distinct on when it comes to these fire signs. I have a 10 of Presents. These water signs are just out there. The earth signs are out there. Here we go. We got a 3 of Candles. Some cardinal energy. Who's going to be our cardinal sign? Well, let's see. It's not going to be Sagittarius. That's mutable. Who is it? The first one. Come on, Aries. With that, like, infinity number. Are you guys feeling a little infinite? There we go. You guys feeling infinite? Alright, so for number 9, number 10, let's see what we have. Potions again. And then I have the Ace of Presents. Okay, let's go. Come on, I need a Leo and I need The air signs. Wasn't it like this last time? Leo out there in the back with the air signs. Man, talk about that cool cat. Alright, so I have the Magician, which is also known as Virgo. But Virgo's already out. The Four of Needles. Alright, so we have some air. So what is this going to be? This is going to be my Gemini, who's going to be number 9. Right after Aries. So I need 10, 11, and 12. Page of Presents. Earth signs. Earth and the water signs want attention. Here we go. We got that Strength card. Leo comes out. Leo is out and about. The cat is out the bag at number 10. Alright, so Libra and Aquarius, it's between y'all. We got candles, we got presents. What's going on, Libra and Aquarius? What are you guys up to? That's the candles again. Alright, between Libra and Aquarius, who gets 11 and who gets 12? Here we go. So I have the 8 of Needles. That's going to be some fixed energy. No. That's not fixed energy. Oh, because the 8 is going to be the mutable. But the mutable's already out. Jeez, you air sign. What are you doing, you two? Aquarius and Libra. Let's see. This whole fell out. Let's see. Potions. The Devil. The Queen of Candles. I have some more. Libra. Aquarius. What's going on? What are you two up to? Knight of Presents. Alright, who's gonna be it? Ace of Potions for Libra and Aquarius. The Fool. The Fool. Here comes Aquarius. Aquarius says, alright, I'll step up as number 11. That means Libra's gonna round it out at the end. Alright, Aquarius and Libra. Go ahead and get the popcorn ready for everyone. Leo, you're having fun being such a cool cat hanging out with all the air signs. Holy moly. Go Leo. That's one cool cat. Alright. So let's go for the fire signs. What is the positive message for the fire signs? We'll give y'all 3. Positive message for the fire signs. Something that we need to really look directly at is I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. No one's saying that when you look upon somebody with the eyes of love that you have to let them back in to hurt you. What it means is you're healing that past and you're coming in with light, love, and compassion. When you start to look at a person through loving eyes instead of the eyes of the pain that they caused you, you start to see who they are and you start to strengthen even your shield, strengthen your projection, because there's no more malice in it. Something that these fire signs are a little confused on is I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. It's the truth. It is the truth right there, babies. I tell you what, because ain't nothing, none of these material things. Yeah, you can get buried with it, but doesn't mean you take it into the next life with you. What you take is the lessons. What you take is that karma. What you take is what you've learned. And a lot of times what we learn is through how we feel about things. Alright, so that these fire signs are not seeing directly is when I think I surrender. I surrender more. Ooh, don't even put that in the fire signs vocabulary. I have a lot of Sagittarius. I hear surrender. I'm competitive. I ain't surrendering nothing. I will stand my ground. But they're not saying that you have to lay down your protection. It's not saying that you got to open your metaphoric gate to everyone that wants to come in. What this is saying is there's a situation that we're dealing with this veil being pulled back. And it's asking you not to look at it from a hurt view, a view where you could harbor in and almost acting out in a vengeful kind of way. What it asks is to act out with light, love, and compassion, to be loving to yourself, to have that mercy on yourself. And whatever the situation is you don't have to keep it. You don't have to keep it. You literally can give it to the divine. You can give it to the universal energy. You can give it to whatever your beliefs are in. Your creator, your almighty, your God. And you give it to them and you ask for them to handle this situation. And you keep taking care of yourself. Every time when it gets rough, you make sure you take care of yourself, even if it's just a little bit. Making sure to sit down, to have your coffee for that 10 minutes. Giving that 10-minute break to yourself. Okay, fire signs, those little breaks of self-care, they mean the world. They mean the world to yourself and you don't even know it. Alright, so let's go for the earth signs. Earth signs, you only get one. It's something that you're at odds ends with, but you see it. The universe has my back. What I'm hearing is to do a positive affirmation for the earth signs. A positive affirmations are a type of prayers too. Like I said, I consider words of manifesting as words of prayers. You're putting an intention out. So what happens when you back a earth sign into the corner and they are not the earth sign who will fight to get out at that point? This point is where the earth sign has fought to get out, but they keep getting cornered. So what they're doing is they're basically disarming themselves, taking a piece of themselves to try and understand what's happening. And this falls at my root chakra, which is going to create more anxieties, insecurities, fear, restlessness, and I'm hearing to say insomnia. Knowing that everything happens for a reason and it's all divinely timed. Everything that's been happening from the lion's portal till up until now, this 1010 has all been divinely timed. And I'm really hearing to express, and I gotta express it again, this has all been divinely timed to wake people up. So understanding that this new demolishing out the old to help this rebirth of something new, something more stable, is what the divine wants you to have. The divine doesn't want the collective to hurt as much. And that is a direct message right there. Alright, so here's that positive affirmation. What I like to do with my positive affirmations is I like to do breathing work, at least 3 deep breaths. And whenever I feel that I'm being rocked to the core, my mind is racing, I'm only heavily focusing on my stressors, this is when I will bring my positive affirmations. I do them in the morning. I'll do them throughout the day. So with this one, this is one of my powerful ones. Very, very simple. You ready? So let's take a deep breath. Just for today, I will not worry. And release. We're going to repeat 2 more times. Deep breath. Just for today, I will not worry. Last time. Deep breath. just for today, I will not worry. It seems like something that is very minute, but a lot of times it starts with a single grain, starts with a single idea, a single step. And you can make your positive affirmations however they fit your day. If you want to focus on one for a week, focus on that one for a week. But you must do that breathing work too. And it's okay if you're having to go back and forth between positive affirmations and the stress. The whole thing is, if you haven't practiced this first, it's getting into the routine. Do not overwhelm yourself when you start. Maybe start with your positive affirmations 2 times a day. All right? But the point is to take yourself and take a break and ground yourself out. All right. So we're going to move on to the air signs. I know y'all want to be last, but y'all are going to be third. So, air signs, y'all get 3. So you're confused on something. There's 2 things that you're not directly seeing. So the first thing you're confused on for the air signs is the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can get to work. Surrender it. Surrender it. We are very good about overthinking and overthinking it in every which way. Not just how to move with it left, how to move with it right, how to move with it in front. How could we have moved with it behind us? How could we have moved with it above us? How could we have moved with it below us? But also 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. You get what I mean? You know you do, because I'm Earth sign. I'm a freaking air sign too. So it's when those moments come, it's bringing in that confirmation that you're allowed to be in your immediate moment. You don't have to be in 2 years from now. You don't have to be 5 years ago. You don't have to be to the left. You don't have to be to the right. You don't have to be 5 steps ahead. Your mission is to be right where you're at and be open to that. Next one I have is I am the dreamer of my dream. And the dream first happens in that moment. Next one is there's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Let it shine, let it shine. That's what's going to help change things. Because when you keep compromising, you keep taking from you. And you're not going to be happy. You're going to be holy in a sense, but not in a good sense. There's going to be a lot missing from you. A lot of air signs are givers, 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 and they're the ones who will do so much, but they won't say when it's really bothering them. But they'll let it build, and then poof, they explode. Don't get to that point. What it is you are so meant to surrender what's going on. This veil's been pulled back. It could have to do with some past stuff. It could have to do with past stuff that has to do with present stuff. And this present stuff may not be in the future like what you were thoughting, like you thought it would be. So a lot of times we get carried away with attaching ourselves to certain outcomes. At this point, for the air signs, it's letting go of the attachment to the outcome that we thought we should have had. All right? And it's bringing it back to the present. Allowing ourselves to be in the moment, especially when we're reflecting on how far we came. And maybe looking at how you've been accomplishing your dreams. Right now, it can be hard to see because there's a muck happening. All right, water signs. What is it? Water signs said if they get 3, I want 3. All right, for the water signs, when I lean towards love, I am led. I know they tell y'all so sensitive and so emotional, and nobody understands. I feel like nobody understands you on this deep emotional level, how you feel and how things affect you. But just know, when you lead yourself with love and you accept yourself, you open up to yourself, you open up to validating how you feel. And it's all done through love. Sometimes we're really, really, really hard on ourselves. Really hard on ourselves because sometimes we're taught that behavior. So it could be hard to love ourselves. Something that these water signs are confused with is... I have no idea what this... It's WT. Oh, what the. I don't know. It's WT. Let's see. WT the. Oh. All right. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Oh man, y'all do get you in some spots. If you think about all the water signs, y'all are in smaller vessels. From the fish to the crab to the Scorpio, which actually Scorpio does have the eagle as well as one of the animals that represent Scorpio. But I'm going to go back to the scorpion. And y'all get yourselves into some tight spots, but because y'all feel everything so different. But it's hard to validate that. Again, love. When you're feeling like it's the darkest and you're in that tight spot and you're just like, I can barely move. It's just... I don't want to go off into more because I don't want to trigger anybody. But when you are in a tight spot, a hard place in a rock, and it feels dark, damp, and it doesn't feel like there's light in there, it's shedding love onto yourself that will bring that light. And it's going to be your internal light that's going to glow things up, boo-boos, I promise. What could be some simple self-love things? It depends on where people are at in life. But a lot of us rush around. That's why I always say making sure to get your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner. If you got to have snacks between, making sure. But to validate when you're hungry. To validate when you need to use the restroom. To validate when you need something for you. Do you need to stretch? Do you need to go for a walk? Do you need to be in nature? Do you need 5 minutes at least to yourself a day? It's making sure that what you need, you're still getting that and taking care of yourself. Examples for me. I need to make sure that I'm eating good because I become a pain in the rear. Let's say the whole problem times 10. I need to work out because when I don't work out, I'm sensitive to where I can feel the tension within my fascia, within my muscles, like holding on to me, and it makes me more uncomfortable. I need to make sure I have hydration because that helps me emotionally. But I also need to make sure that when I'm having bad days or going through big transitions, that I'm journaling. I'm not going to lie, for the past 2 weeks, I've been journaling every single morning for like an hour, just dumping out my cups. And by the time I'm able to vent that out, I'm able to move forward with still taking care of myself. Making sure I'm drinking my tea. Making sure I do my little beauty regimen, which isn't much. It's aloe and some warm compressions. But still, the vibration of your vessel and your spirit feels that care. So make sure you're taking care of yourself, water signs. And the last card that we're confused with some stuff is thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is the highest good. Oh, that's hard. That is hard, especially when you don't want a change to happen. Actually, in the other video that I scrubbed for this, the same thing came up for you water signs. It's if you read about the different houses the water signs represents, we have the cardinal sign Cancerian, which is the 4th house, establishing foundations. Then we have the fixed Scorpio sign, which is in the 8th house, transformation through relationships. And then we have the 12th last sign in the 12th house, which is our mutable energy, which is ending old cycles, preparing for new. Y'all go through a lot of different transformations throughout your lifetime, and it directly has to do with a lot of times your relationships that you're with, because it comes back to those core foundations. And those core foundations for a lot of water signs, what I'm being led to say, it comes in conflict with the things that you want to do, the visions, the dreams that you dream about. But I would say if you're having a hard time and you're here, you're in the right spot on your path. And sometimes when we critique ourselves so much, and I'm going to tell this to every sign besides the water sign, sometimes when we critique ourselves so much, we don't see that we're at where we're supposed to be. It's not just coincidence when things unfold in a certain way one day and you're like, oh shoot, I'm having a hard time here, but I still need to keep moving forward in that self-care. Then you end up lining with something else that day. No, that's you being on your path. You are in good timing. You're at where you need to be. You're facing the lesson that you need to face at that time. Why we have a hard time with it is because you get faced, I'll say with the metaphoric, we'll call this a brick wall. You're coming up and you're like, and then you hit this brick wall. And you're like, I can't get past this wall because it goes so much high. Well, I can't get past this wall because it's there. It's in my way. But a lot of times we let this metaphoric brick wall stop us. But we don't see that it doesn't go on forever, and there's other ways around it, other tools that we can get, that we can maneuver even over it. And this is why a lot of it comes back to self-care. When you're taking care of yourself and you hit these brick walls, you take a moment to take a break. You're going to eat. You're going to get grounded in yourself. You're going to take care of yourself. And in that time, there's usually some kind of observation that's happening. Some kind of incoming of information happens. And then we'll have an idea. A lot of times in our time of rest, that, hey, well, I can just go around it this way, or I just need to go around it that way. So never doubt the power of the prayer, being thankful to your guides, your ancestors, divine, universal energy, your beliefs, and never doubt yourself, because you do have that power to get over things. You do have that power to align with more, and you are allowed to love yourself. All right, so this is going to do it. This was beautiful. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. I hope y'all had some fun with this one, and I look forward to getting the other cycle of stories started. Thank y'all.